In 2005, during a 60 Minutes interview, Steve Croft asked Tom Brady, which Super Bowl championship ring is your favorite? He replied simply,
I said always the next one. The next one's the best.
if you were to ask me which one of our countdowns was my favorite, I'd say the exact same thing. The next one. Season 1 of the Good Countdown was amazing. The community was phenomenal. And guess what? We're back, baby. We're back. So check your notifications. The Good Countdown is about to go live. We've been putting in work all off season long, doing more than what cameras will ever see. But hey, while they're on, let's put on a show. After all, this is a kid's game that we play for a king's ransom. And kings need warriors, and the warriors need each other. And in football,
5 seconds now.
no one man is greater than the other. For it's together that we accomplish wonders. And if you're lucky, it all leads to one moment where the opportunity is put in your hands to overcome adversity. You'll have the chance to show the world. In that moment, this is your league.
Kirk Cousins back to throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson pulled it in. The catch of his life.
This is Good Games. What's good, everybody? You know I gotta wait because, of course, I'm muted. As soon as the stream begins, we're back. It's a Good Countdown Week 3. Did we start late? No, we started right on time. We started right when we needed to, and let's not waste anybody's time. Thank you all for being here. Happy Sunday to you and yours. And let me bring mine on the host this show, Syl Abdul. How you doing, homie, dude? We didn't even coordinate this. Gray tees, black hats, and glasses. What's good?
Hey, it's week 3. Playtime's over. That's what it's about.
It's all business, bro. It's all business from now on. And
just like the 49ers, all business.
All business. Yo, and Israel's in the chat like, yo, Niners 3-0 already, dude. Let's go. Hey, man. Good. Hey, good for them too, and I think we all saw that coming, though, dude. I think we all saw that coming, but I'm so freaking ready for today. I told you before we started, I was like, man, I hate days like this because I'm so ready for the games, but I gotta wait till Monday night to see the teams that I want to play. You know what I'm saying? Eagles versus Bucks, man. That's gonna be a good game. I can't wait till we can actually. We'll talk about that. Obviously, we'll go over that game. That's my sleeper pick for the year, but I think no one saw that coming. I say,
you're honest, yeah, they would admit they didn't see this coming.
If you're honest, right? And what we did see coming though was that whooping that was put on Thursday night. We all saw that coming. I honestly, good though for the Giants to get some positivity offensive wise. They looked, I don't know, as good as you can look without Saquon Barkley. I mean, Daniel Jones was trying to do as much as he possibly could.
Yeah, that was his life out there. Yeah, you know, boys ain't catching the ball. He got that, they got that Chief syndrome. Like Giants ain't catching the ball.
Oh, the Chief syndrome. Damn, bro. That's hilarious. But yo, let me just say hi, everybody in the chat. Obviously, we got Carlos, the homie, Real Talk, John Henriquez. We got, I'm probably saying that wrong. Israel, Money Train James is here. And as Money Train James says, yeah, as as soon as I saw our matchup, I was like, oh, here we go. Battle of the Beatens right now, though. I think he's 0-2 and I'm 1-1.
No.
But let's go quickly through the fantasy league real quick and just give an update to everybody out in the streets who's not looking at our fantasy league. And everyone got shifted around from week 2. Obviously, it's going to happen. I think there's only 3 teams now that are undefeated. You, my friend, being one of them, put a pretty good commanding victories in the first 2 weeks. He's struggling.
I like my division.
yeah, right. I put you in a good one, dude. Fuck. You bastard. But yo, let's take a look. Let's take a look. This below us right now is the kind of the rankings, the easiest way to look at the rankings. We got the homie Knights and Cents, Dave Miller. He's actually got 500 points so far that he's scored. And yeah, he's 2-0. And then I believe, well, some of these rankings too, it's like some people are they might not be 2-0, but they might
but
the
points.
The points.
And that's
right.
a good way, just to let you know, that's a good way to kind of rank it, is how much are they actually scoring. Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Because that's important, because once you're into the playoffs, it doesn't matter who scores the most points.
Exactly. It don't matter your record at that point. It's
exactly. Points. It's a new record at that point once you get into the playoffs. But yeah, we got and down here you can see underneath me and Syl, that's the kind of lineup, go from 1 to 16 team league. The biggest fantasy league I've ever been a part of, which is awesome that we got it filled out. I honestly was like, yo, Syl, we might have to add more. And then at the last days, I'm like, we need one more person. Right. But we got the Canadian shaking it up. Week 3, he's second in the league. TJ, what up, TJ? And we thought he was getting fleeced week 1 with a trade.
Hey. The joke was on us.
Right.
That's what I've learned from this league. That the joke's on me.
Yeah, it really is. We think we know what we're doing, dude. We think we know what we're doing. And then we got Carlos, the fleecer himself.
The fleecer himself.
The fleecer
catching
himself.
L's.
Yeah. Mr. Transaction himself, dude.
Mr. Transaction. That's what we call Carlos.
Mr. Transaction.
Mr. Transaction. We got you. This man sent me a trade. I was like, you must think.
I know, dude. His homie, I think John Henriquez, who's in the chat, sent me a trade too. I'm like, are you fooling me right now? You think I'm gonna trade Jamar Chase? Come on, bro. I know he ain't doing good, but he's like, yo.
I will say, and your audio is skipping a little bit, Austin, but what I will say is that you do buy low. Carlos is smart. Carlos, he's going trying to buy low, and I get it. Get it. But Jamar Chase, you good right now, Austin. But Jamar Chase, no, that's an untradeable right there. I'm just gonna let you know right now. You never trade Jamar Chase.
Yeah, that's locked in, dude. That's locked in. That's locked in. I think I might just be a little skippy today, so sorry about that. That's why I said I'm getting away from StreamYard, dude. This is ridiculous. I have like the most high performance machine I could possibly have. I should not be skipping. Right now.
Say, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. What you trying to do? You trying to share your screen? Yeah. All right, man. Jeez. Oh my God, yo! Even Money Chain James got some trades, Mr. Transaction.
Hey, shout out to Carlos. Like, hey, I feel you, bro. Like he's very proactive, and somebody may bite. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
I feel it.
Bro. And that's the thing too. It's like I'm so glad that we have somebody like you who is doing transactions, who is active in the league, because you doing that actually gets other people like, oh shit, let me take a look at my stuff, and then I see it. Like after he makes the move. Then we got other moves behind them. Like, okay. I see other people. Like, and that's the great thing about this league. Like, you're only as good as your lineup is going to be. So if your people, like I said, Jamar Chase not doing great, but there's going to be some games where, I'm going to be very glad that he's in my starting lineup. I don't know if he is today. I might have even taken him out just because Joe Burrow is like hurt. But hey, come playoff time, I'm going to be glad that I have Jamar Chase if I make the playoffs, because right now I'm not in the playoff bubble. But we got
very early.
Very early. So.
I will throw it out there because Money James in the chat. Jamar Gibbs, running back from the Lions, is not on a trading block. Stop sending me requests for Jamar Gibbs. With Montgomery hurt for the Lions, Gibbs is a starting running back now, so I'm about to feast today. Like, whoever playing me, it's a wrap. Man, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. You guys better enjoy the last week of the bonus points, bro.
I'm a Lions fan now, bro.
Dude, hey man, that's gonna be a fun game to watch. They're gonna lose 2 at home. I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's not waste any time either getting to those picks. So I'm gonna go through here real quick, lightning speed. We got Kyle in 4th place, two-faced mutilators. He was at the bottom of the division last week, so just shot right up to 4th place. Abdul, obviously, Syl Abdul, High Fathers in 5th place, commanding 5th place actually. I figured it out on our ESPN app how to upload the logos finally, so I'll do that after today's stream. I'll get everyone and I'll just send it in the fantasy chat. So if you're watching this, look at your fantasy chat after today's stream. And then we have the Deathstrokers, Big Stino, dude. He came from the bottom of the division too to hop up to 6th place. Green Lantern Lightning took my place of 7th spot. And that is Domain. That's DC Talk, as we affectionately know him. And then we have obviously Lobo. We have the homie Necron in 8th place.
Cowboys.
The Cowboy, yeah, the Raiders actually. But we should.
Raiders,
I know.
Cowboys,
He should have. I was waiting for a Cowboys name, but he picked the Lobo Raiders.
Yeah.
I f's with it though. Okay, it made it an easy logo for me to make. So I appreciate you for that. He's the last one in the playoff bubble right now. So if the league were to end today, those would be your playoff teams right there. But at the shakeup, 8 teams is half the league is making the playoffs. So half the league's gonna have to sit out and watch. This is how it goes. I can add more. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I can maybe add 10, but 8 seems like a good cutoff right now. We'll see how that goes. I'm a commissioner by committee, so we'll see. I could be convinced either way. But Slade, the homie Zane, he is the first person to be knocked out of the playoff bubble right now, along with Mr. J. All day, Bay. I'm so mad that he picked that name, but it does like ring good. Perfect. But I gotta say it every time. Like I can't just say Mr. J. Nah, dude, that's all day, Bay.
I play him this week too, Mr. J. Shout out to Mr. J. It's all love, bro. I'm about to put some hands on you this week, bro. That's all love.
Yo, that's so funny. Everyone's like, "Yo, Syl, let me see him. I want Gibbs, bro. I want Gibbs."
Hey, bro, that was a great draft. I swear.
And Necron, I don't know if you're stuck with Dak, man. He's consistent right now. That's all you need is consistency.
No, Dak's playing smart right now. We'll talk about Dak in a moment. Yeah, he's playing smart. He's playing very smart. That's good smart. For you.
Yeah, that's good.
In real life. I don't know about fantasy. I'm in real life. Yeah, right. I don't know about fantasy.
right. And then we got Legion of Doom right before me. That's the homie John Enriquez is in the chat. What up, John? Legion of Doom. And then me, Central City Stars. I'm in 12th place. Then we got Bad Dan in 13th. The joke's on us. It's on you now. Down in 14th. It's on you now, dude. Joke's on you. This ain't the draft anymore, bro. The joke's on you.
I gave him that L last week. I'm like, oh yeah, joke's on you.
I saw that, bro. I was like, oh dang.
It's all love. It's all
love, bro. I believe that's Carlos's dad, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's Carlos's dad. Yeah, and he has a good team though.
Everyone has a good team in my opinion. It's just that it's the weeks, man. If your player has a bad game, it's just that's fantasy. That's fantasy in a nutshell. That's why it's fun. Exactly. And then Money Train Wayne rounded out the league with Skywalker, Reign of Superman. The craziest thing about this, Sky was just in like 5th place last week, and then boom.
It's funny. Carl said his dad hurt. He hurt. You look, man, these kickers, bro. I was like, hey, bro. I was like, no, I kind of whooped you in all areas, but I understand. You're mad about the kicker. I get it.
Oh, damn, bro.
I understand.
Damn, dude. Yeah.
It's all good.
That's the best part about fantasy, though, dude, is the shit talking, and it's all love, dude. I hope everyone realizes that.
Oh, yeah. Man.
Yeah, there's
We
no
got
love
some
lost
veterans
here.
in there. Yeah, everybody's good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a quick look at the standings right now, and I want to just do a quick
Good stuff.
look at the scoreboard for the week, and just we can do a quick overview
Okay.
of the matches. I'm probably gonna skip right now, so just bear with me as I do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah,
add
right.
this to the stage. Boom, boom. So there we are with that. Let me get this over here. So we got obviously me and Money Train going against each other. You saw this.
Look at this.
None of us have scored just yet, but you see 185 to 175 is the projected total. And actually, I'm clicking on the wrong screen here. Let me look at the matchup real quick, and we can get a better look up. Oh, thank you. Word from your sponsor.
You already know. You already know.
I'm glad we didn't get it. I'm glad they didn't get it. All right, perfect. So this is what we're looking at right now. We got Josh Allen versus Jordan Love. Josh Jacobs versus Zach Moss, who I had to put in over. I had Dalvin Cook, and I had I forget who my other running back was, but I had to get rid of Najee Harris. You had to go on the bench, bro. I'm sorry. I might change that.
He's not.
Yeah, I don't know. I might change that. I might change that and put him back in because he's going against the Raiders. But
For who though? Who would you take out of your lineup?
Zach Moss.
You
I
know
don't know. Yeah, that's it. But like he had a great game last week, and they have to heavily rely on the running game right now for the Colts. So
yeah, that's something to stew over right there for sure.
I know, dude. I don't have a lot of time to figure that decision out. Zay Flowers, that's a great pickup for you.
Zay Flowers, I'm a big fan of Zay Flowers.
And Jamar Chase, obviously, I'm going to keep him in because I'm hoping that he has a great game on Monday night versus the Rams. The Rams are looking good though. Tutu Atwell, big pickup.
Tutu Atwell,
big
pickup, sneaky
dude.
pick right there.
Yeah, dude. That's how you know Money Train Wayne was on the pickups too because he didn't like his draft, bro. He was scouring first week.
Money James, he assembled a pretty good team right here.
Did, bro. Yeah. Versus Calvin Ridley, who I'm hoping is going to have more of a bounce back week. Kind of had a down week for me last week. Mark Andrews is great tight end. Obviously, I put Gerald Everett in this week and I got rid of Dallas Goedert. Someone picked him up actually. I had to. Dude, you weren't doing anything for me, Dallas. I'm sorry. I drafted you high, and I'm mad about it. I put in Gerald Everett though. He's always been great, and he has been consistent the first 2 weeks. He's been getting more of a receptions too because Austin Eckler's out, so they have to kind of just spread the ball around more.
He's still out today.
Still out too. Yeah. So boom. Eagles defense. That is what I'm worried about. That's a great defense, obviously. DeAndre Swift, that's a good pickup. I tried to get him. He scooped him from me.
Oh,
dude.
He beasted last week. Like I said, Money James said he's Mr. Waiver. If Carlos is Mr. Transaction, Money James is Mr. Waiver. That makes sense.
Rookie kicker for the Cowboys has worked out for him too. Brett Maher. He is Mr. Waiver, dude. Jeez. My goodness.
He put a good team together. Yeah, I can't front. That's a really good team he got.
Yeah, right.
You in trouble. You're in trouble this week, Austin. That's a pretty good team.
We'll see how it goes, man. All I need is a big Cameron Dicker, the kicker. I need him to fucking have a great. I need to have a great.
Well, you need them to realize that Jamar Chase is at least top 3 receiver. He's not Justin Jefferson quite, but he's up there. And they got to discover that this week, Monday night. Yeah.
Yes, please, because I didn't pick him second in the draft for nothing, dude. You know what I'm saying? Jeez. But yeah, that is the matchup. Going to be a close one. I mean, it's projected close even already. Now we have the Canadian already with a 12-point lead on Slade. Now he is projected to win by 10% more than Slade. He's got Pat Mahomes, who is just the money guy, dude. With the QB points right now and the bonuses we have, Pat Mahomes has been cashing out on all of those, dude. So you got him versus CJ Stroud. That's a yikes. NTN Jr. versus Rashad White. That's actually a pretty good matchup. Tyler Lockett versus Amase Brown. I think St. Brown has that. Calvin Austin III. Who? Versus T. Higgins.
Who you play for?
Yeah, who? TJ Hawkinson. He's a great player. Travis Kelce. Obviously, we know he's great. Mostert and Marquise Brown. That's a good matchup. Running back, first wide receiver for the flex is there. 49ers D, great. Ravens defense, not so great. And then we have McManus, the kicker. They need kicks for Denver, obviously.
The Canadian
Elliott.
has a good team. Yeah, the Canadian has a really good team
Yes,
right
he
here.
does.
TJ, if y'all don't know who we're talking about TJ. We say the Canadian. I'm leaning towards TJ's squad because let's see, who's he playing against again? He's playing against Slade. So Slade, the Cincinnati offense is kind of wild right now, right? So it's like it's kind of hit or miss. So you don't know if you're gonna get those points from T. Higgins and you know what I'm saying, spots like that. I'm leaning towards the Canadian with this matchup right here.
Yeah, and obviously ESPN is too. I'm leaning towards the Canadian. Obviously, I've played against Patrick Mahomes. I've taken one of these L's versus the Cyborg. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Canadians on this. And we got Mr. Transaction giving me a trade in the chat right now. I love it.
Mr. Transaction. That's what we call him, Mr. Transaction. Right?
I love it. I love
He's
it.
trying to trade in the stream. Somehow he's like sending trade.
I love it, dude. I love it, man. I love it. Don't stop. Don't stop being you, Carlos. That's awesome, dude. What's up, Mama Bear? Appreciate you being here.
Speaking of Canadians, one the pride of Canada.
Yes.
Bear
Speaking of Canadians, yes. Thank you for being here. Obviously, it hasn't been the same without Mama Bear being here. And man, what a fun league, bro. This is just so much fun to talk about this shit. And I know it's a fantasy league, but it's real to me. You know what I mean? And all the boys are here, so it's great.
It's great stuff.
We're moving on to your matchup, Mr. J all day Bay versus the Abdul High Fathers. Now, ESPN is saying you got a 63% chance to just take this dub today, bruh. That is quite the freaking margin, right?
I got the best receiver in the league, right? Justin Jefferson, right? We're gonna jump right to that matchup right there, and then I'm loving what Michael Pittman's doing. No matter who's playing quarterback for the Colts, they're gonna pass to Pittman, right? So I'm living off of that. Like, that's great. All of a sudden, I'm shocked. The Cardinals has an offense. They're passing to Zach Ertz every game. Like, I'm winning. And then we'll jump right back up to the top with Herbert, Justin Herbert. You know, he's going to give me 60 a week. This is like an average in Austin's league right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give my 60. Justin Herbert, Jamar Gibbs, he's going to feast today. Like, bro, I'm feeling pretty good because Jalen Hurts, Mr. J, all love Mr. J. That's my homie. Jalen Hurts, they're going to run the ball more than anything with the Eagles, right?
Yep.
And then with the Breece Hall, is the Jets really going to use him? Because they was tripping last week against the Cowboys. They're not giving this man the ball, you know, so we're going to see. Stephon Diggs hates his quarterback, Josh Allen. So it's like, I'm feeling pretty good about this matchup.
Yeah.
And even with the flex, you look at Mike Williams, that's, you know, he is a second in targets with Herbert. He's not getting all the touchdowns, but I'm getting good, like, you know, receptions and yards, you know, between Herbert and Mike Williams. So I'm liking my matchup. Dolphins against the Denver Broncos against Russell Wilson. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it goes. And this is one thing that I say to Mr. J too. Look at the matchups who you're going against. Like, where you kind of have a conflict of interest right now with the Jets D and Hunter Henry being your tight end right now, because you want the Jets D to do good, but you want Hunter Henry to do well. That's a conflict of interest there. And not to mention, you have Jalen Hurts, like you said. They're probably going to run the ball. He might run the ball himself, but you're going against Tampa Bay, one of the best defensive fronts in the league. So they're going to be trying. They're going to be throwing more than anything. At least trying. That's the only spot where they have holes in their defense, if you were to say that, because they have a young defensive back core. But you still have Antoine Winfield Jr. back there. You still have some dogs back there. So don't sleep on Tampa Bay. Don't sleep on that Monday night game. That is a conflict of interest, I would say. I'm going to go with you, obviously. I think, ESPN is right for the 63% chance. I'm
going to go with the people.
Yeah,
you know, ESPN saying, I'm going to go with the people.
Sorry, Mr. J. And we have one game that's well underway. Thursday night, they had some big scores. Obviously, George Kittle coming out with 29 points for the Joke's on You. And then we had Jake Moody with the 37 points from the kicker. Show them kickers some love, dude. I love the kickers, bro. I love the kickers, bro. I love them.
I'm just gonna let the people know, like, I think the commissioner, aka Austin, is very aware of the insane numbers from the kickers. So just be patient.
I'm very
It's gonna
aware.
be tweaked out, right?
I'm very aware, bro. I'm very aware. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna switch some things up. But this is the fun of this league, man. You're here to be a part of the learning
And we
experience of
learn
it.
as we go. Exactly.
Yeah. And like I said, we could change the playoff numbers too. I think I still have the ability to add more playoff teams.
Yeah, I
So
think 10 teams. If
yeah,
I'm gonna
10
say off
teams?
the top,
Okay.
because of like just how full this league, how active this league is, I think
Right.
10 teams is a good move.
And
That
make
gives
a
a couple teams a bye week, I think, too. So
Well, okay, fair enough. Yeah, and who knows? You might need a bye week. You might need a bye week to get all your people in order, especially at the end of the season here. Daniel Jones, 30 points. I don't think that's going to hold up against Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson is going to take that. Then you have Durham Smith, or is that Smythe for the tight end that's going against George Kittle? I don't think he's going to have as big as day of it.
Kittle had a great
day
night the other night. Yeah.
Dude, beastly first downs too. He reminds me more of Gronkowski than anybody who plays right now with how he plays. But yeah, I think even though you got a commanding 67-98 lead right now over the Joke's on You, I do think ESPN has this right. I think it's 65% chance.
The joke's on back then. Yeah, the joke's
Tyreek
on back
Hill,
then.
yeah, sorry, bro. Tyreek Hill.
Hill.
Yeah, come on,
We're
bro.
gonna talk about the Dolphins in a moment. Jalen Waddle is out for this game, so you know who's gonna be eating this game. Tyreek Hill, probably like 15 targets. Lamar Jackson's gonna be the entire offense for the Ravens. So I'm going with that Kittle, that little head start with Kittle. I think the joke's on Batman this week. Shout out to Batman. Hey, he's a Packers fan. I gotta make fun of him. I'm a Bears fan. So but we're going for Carlos Daddy with the win right there.
Yeah. Joke's on all of us this weekend. So moving on, we got
the best name in the league. I love that name.
By far, dude. That's why I the logo that I gave him I thought was perfect too. With
perfect.
Perfect. And we got the leader of the league, the 2-0 Dave Miller, Knights and Cents.
For now.
60% chance to win versus Big Stino, who is, I believe he's 4th or 5th in the league. So Big Stino is nothing to sneeze at right now. Now, this is a good matchup. Tua, I think, has the edge over Russell Wilson. Tony Pollard, I don't think has the edge versus Derrick Henry, but in usage and in points-wise, Tony Pollard has the edge. Keenan Allen is a great versus Garrett Wilson. Yeah, and obviously Garrett Wilson's not going to have the numbers that he should.
We got Mike Evans. Oh my God!
Big Stino. Stino, if you're watching this, Skywalker, if you're watching this, send a line out to Stino. He's got Zay Jones in right now, who is out. That will greatly affect his probability and his chances to win this. So
because Mike Evans is eating.
Yeah, dude, we got to get him. We got to get Zay Jones out of there and put anybody in here who is down here in the bottom. Cortland Sutton, Drake London.
Sutton. I was like Sutton, whatever he wants to put, but that's
Jones,
not gonna work right there.
That's not gonna work. Darren Waller got you a solid 8 points.
Darren Waller is trash.
Yeah, it's trash. I think 8 points. anything that's single digits is trash to me, or under 20. Yeah, we got to get you.
The problem with Stino, his receivers, his whole receiver tight end combo is killing him. Because Keenan Allen, Mike Evans is arguably the top 2 of 5, fantasy receivers right now. So that's how Dave Miller is kind of winning right now, because Russell Wilson's trash, but his skill positions are doing his points for him. So he's catching some good matchups because Stino, I think you're catching the L because Darren Waller, he dropped like 5 passes. I saw that game, and Garrett Wilson, he doesn't really have a quarterback really. And then you need another receiver in there. Yeah, I'm going with Dave Miller. Keep winning, Dave, until you face me. It's all good.
We'll see how it goes. And this is 0-2 Reign of the Superman versus our 1-1 Last Sons Carlos, who is 3rd in the league right now, and he has a slight chance to win over Skywalker right now. And that's the thing about Sky's losses is that he might be 0-2, but he has been barely losing. So like he is one of those teams where I feel like he is going to be in the playoffs and be a factor. And Necron says, "Let's ride."
Let's ride.
I gotta love that, dude.
Not
Gotta
this
love
week.
it. Let's ride. Not this week. Not this week. Yo, Deshaun Watson he was good first week, but then he's been like, oh man, is he an interception machine? What is he doing? Yeah.
It's a lot of Deshaun Watson slander. I don't know if you saw me on the timeline.
I did.
Yeah. There's a lot of slander with Deshaun Watson. We're gonna talk about that.
We got to.
But against Justin Fields, though, yeah, I'm gonna go with Deshaun Watson. That's a proven commodity.
Yeah, especially with the way Fields.
I'm a Bears fan. I understand what's going on here. Right?
He's even got the Bears running back, which is Roschon Johnson, who has played great.
But he's solid, but they don't use him enough.
They don't use him enough. Yeah, unfortunately.
McCaffrey eats that up. Yeah,
he did, and yeah, he did. McCaffrey definitely ate on Thursday night. Debo ate though too. Jeez. Freaking 6 receptions, 129 yards, and a receiving touch. 48 points for you right there. That's great. And he was questionable to start that game.
May be the swing right there. I'm leaning more towards Scott, but I'll let you go through the lineup here.
No, you're good. Yeah, Barrios is the sleeper. That's what you were talking about. I see that now. I mean, kind of, but also he is one of those guys who plays so hard that he's like prone to injury because he plays so hard. So that's one thing you got to keep on the eye. Hopefully he stays healthy. He is a great player though. I loved him in New England.
What I learned with the Browns, what was that, like Monday night they played with Deshaun Watson? He targeted Amari Cooper like hella crazy, and I think you're gonna get some great points. Sky, you're gonna get some great points from Amari Cooper. I think this week. Yeah, he's gonna target Amari Cooper as much as possible. So that may swing again. This is going to be a very close matchup.
Yeah, it is. I feel like it should be closer percentage-wise too, and just the way it is. I mean, you got Freiermuth there as the tight end. He is the commodity for
hit or miss.
It was goal line threat for sure. Taysom Hill, definitely a hit or miss, but is a threat. Bills D, that's a good pickup, obviously. Justin Tucker, greatest kicker in the game right now. So I'm going to be checking out this matchup for sure all day.
Carlos with DK Metcalf, I think they cleared him to play. That may be the difference right there.
Yes.
For Carlos to take the win. Maybe that's why ESPN is saying they're leaning more towards Carlos' team. DK Metcalf is playing. I know it says questionable. They just said it on NFL Network. He's playing. I'm leaning towards Carlos' team. This is going to be a very close game, though. It's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, dude. And I think poor Sky's already got somebody on the IR, too, man. It's tough. Odell Beckham Jr. being out the third week, not great.
You know what killed him? Yeah, it was a couple, yeah. Beckham
Austin
is
Eckler.
killing him because he's not playing today. Eckler is the big miss right here. That was supposed to be his bell cow right there for his team. That's probably his first-round pick. That's how crazy that is. Eckler is that dude, and he's been out. He's still gonna be out. So
yeah, dude. Yeah. So, hey, still might get the win though here somehow without your bell cows in the game. I'm gonna be watching this.
Debo is helping. Debo helped a lot, but
big
McCaffrey kind of offset that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
I'm leaning more towards Carlos' team with this.
I'm gonna go Sky on. I'm gonna try will your first win into existence, bro. I don't want you starting 0-3 to start this league. We don't need that. And let's move on to the last two games here. One that only 11.9 points. That's not great to see from the running back position there. 11.9 from Matt Breida. But you have Kirk Cousins versus Geno Smith. That's kind of like a pick 'em for me. CeeDee Lamb versus Devontae Adams. Another. But hey, if we can get the homie DC talk. You're usually in the chat. I don't know where he is right now. We need you to change up two people on your lineup or on the IR right now, dude.
It's competitive. Let's get put Chubb's out for the year. So drop Chubb.
Man, bro, he is.
Put Deontay Johnson. I don't know how long Johnson's out, but put him on the IR to keep him. I'm just giving y'all a little advice, right? I know there's a lot of new people doing fantasy this year.
Yeah.
So we ain't trying to just take advantage of everybody.
No, we're not at all.
Chubb's out for the year, just cut him totally, and maybe put Johnson on the IR. Cut Dobbins. DC talk. You gotta go to the waiver wire, bro. You gotta go to. You're gonna lose this matchup. You're already gonna lose this matchup, right? I'm just gonna let you know right now. But you know what I'm saying? Stock up for the season. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, you have a great team.
Who?
Yeah, you have a great team if you just need to fill those plug and play people. I mean, Geno Smith is
Yeah.
great, Devontae Adams, Chris Olave, Kyle Pitts. Those are all great people.
Who's
Packers
he
D.
playing against?
He's playing against a Legion of Doom.
No, Legion
John
Doom. That's
Enriquez. Yeah.
okay, John Enriquez. Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, John got the win right here. That's a wrap right here.
Even with Matt Breida.
Captain Kirk Cousins is gonna go crazy this year, I feel, with my favorite receiver, Justin Jefferson, who's on my fantasy team as well. So he's gonna put up numbers. This matchup is already over. But DC Talk, if you catch this, bro, go to the waiver wire. Be like Money James.
Yeah.
Go through that waiver wire a little bit because your team's kind of, kind of jacked up a little bit right now.
And at this point, I think you should be up there in the waiver wire too. So you should have like first pickings on that. But yeah, I'm gonna go Legion of Doom on the W there. And much love to you, DC Talk, by the way.
All right. And John, Matt Breida is not good. So
no.
Stop playing him. just a little bit
playing, bro. Yeah, enjoy this week, bro. Enjoy this week. You got lucky.
You got a bye week, basically.
Right. Last matchup. This is actually a great matchup. These two teams are. Kyle is 4th in the league, and I believe Lobo is 5th or 6th. Oh, he's 8th. He's 8th in the league. Both 1-1 teams. ESPN is given the percentage-wise to Kyle a little bit more, 64% to 36%, and we'll see why that is. Dak Prescott as a QB versus T. Lawrence. I mean, gotta give Trevor Lawrence the edge there. Bijan Robinson, that's a bell cow right there.
Energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bijan Robinson. I'm a big fan of Bijan Robinson, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Dude, and this is the shark. This is our shark of the league right here. He's exposed himself. He's already up at the 4th in the league. Devontae Smith, my goodness, what a great wide receiver pickup there too. Obviously, he's great for the Eagles. Puka Nacua, who?
Oh yeah, sleeper,
super
dude. Sleeper for the Rams. You got him. You got what's the other guy?
Tutu Atwell.
Atwell, solid. Puka Nacua, it had 15, I think, catches last week.
Yeah,
like this guy is going crazy for the Rams.
He broke the rookie record, right?
Yeah, he broke the record. He's playing this week. I know it says questionable. NFL Network said he's playing. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, who's on the left side again, real quick?
Kyle. That's my buddy Kyle.
Okay, Kyle. Yeah, you have the squad this week.
Mutilators. Yeah.
Yeah, you have the squad this week right here, but. Puka Nacua, that's a low-key, like, highest value pick in fantasy this year. They already said this already. This guy's getting the targets. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
You, bro.
Atwell's solid, too, but, like, that's your boy.
Look who he's got on his bench. He's like CG on his bench right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is our my shark that I invited.
That's a scary team right there.
Yeah, dude. That's the shark. He exposed himself with that pickup right there. Sam Laporta, the tight end. Obviously, that was a great draft pick. Gus Edwards is a good installment there for your flex position. Saints D.
Oh yeah.
Against Green Bay, that might be a little questionable this week. And then you have the kicker for the Saints going against who we got D-Hop. Okay, I mean that's a questionable. Nico Collins also. I mean, he's been producing for you. Then we have Dalton Kincaid. That's also like a hit or miss. Michael Gallup. He does have great games, but that's another hit or miss because he's not wide receiver 1, right? Jared McKinnon, the Kansas City running back, average.
Worst running back, like starting.
And Dak Prescott, obviously, is
Matt Breida, just because he's following Saquon. Yeah.
Right.
McKinnon, yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. I unfortunately, I think just because of Kyle's team being so stacked with just fantasy juggernauts.
Kyle is a great team.
Yeah. I think
don't
he's
sleep on the name. Like, don't sleep.
No,
he has a great team. Yeah.
No, he has a great team, dude, and I think he's gonna win by probably it might be by around 40 points. It's probably a great projection. Sorry, Lobo. I think you're gonna go to 1 and 2 this week. I think Kyle's got the W.
As long as the Cowboys win, he doesn't care.
Yeah, he don't care. That's facts. That's facts. You know, that is the fantasy picks, and with the kickoffs for the games starting right now, let's not waste any time. Let's go right into them, and boom, let me get that out, and let me move us over here. So we got up top, you'll see the it's over here. the final score for Thursday night, Giants 12, 49ers 30. It could have been 49ers fucking 50 if they wanted to. They could have done what Oregon did, the unclassiest move last night, and just keep scoring if they wanted to, bro. That was the worst to see against Colorado, bro.
That was bad sport. I mean, if you're winning and you got the win and you know you're up by 40, it's no reason to we'll make you an example out of you now. It's like, bro, let's just chill.
Just chill, bro. It's week 3 or week 4 for you guys.
Big of a deal.
Yeah, whatever.
Big of a deal, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hats off to Oregon. You're going to have another high-scoring season and not win a thing. That's your legacy, right? Hats off to you.
Congrats. Yeah, right.
I'm just saying, man. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't like sore winners. I don't like that.
Me either.
At all. I give props to people that, you know what I'm saying, they actually do the work and, you know what I'm saying, play the right way, you know, good sportsmanship. Yeah. That's why it's like I'm a Michigan fan. You know, I grew up a University of Michigan fan. I know when Ohio State beat our ass every year, I was like, hey, they're a good team. Hats off to you, right?
Yeah.
Like, you beat us the right way. Don't get all caught up in the social media stuff, Oregon. Like, come on now. Y'all got like 30 different jerseys, bro. Like, what are y'all doing out here? Anyway.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. It's all about sportsmanship. I mean, being a Patriots fan, they were the first person to run the whole team out of the tunnel and not do like individual player introductions, and I thought that was so sick. Like, this is what football is about. It's a team thing, and it's about sportsmanship. If players hurt, everyone's taking a knee down, right? The whole every team. If it gets carted off, everyone goes, yo, hope you're good. This is that. What we saw last night, Oregon versus Colorado, that was just like, I will say the football gods see everything. They will not smile down upon thee, and not good on you to do that against Colorado, a team that already has a chip on their shoulder. I think they're going to take that loss.
It was a mismatch. Dude. It was a mismatch in the trenches, right? We know if you don't got big boys up front, offensive and defensively, you're going to get killed, right? And that's what we saw. So when you see you have that advantage, the overwhelming advantage, just take the W and be like, graciously. And be like, yo, I'm saying we literally got more big boys than they do. Dude. But nobody's gonna be talking about Oregon next week. But you know, next week we're gonna be talking about Colorado versus USC. We're still gonna be talking about Prime. No one be talking about Oregon and your ugly jersey.
Facts,
take
dude.
the W and like lose like in the next bowl that you're in. Like, that's what you do every year. Come on.
Yeah, no, for sure, dude. And that's just what happens, bro. Yo, Carlos, stop wilding, bro.
No. Stay focused. I'll stay focused.
I know, dude. I know. I'm not even gonna go into it, bro. Let's not waste any time.
I know we like totally Go ahead, bro.
We're Team Tangent over here, bro. Team Tangent. Let's start off. We got Titans versus the Browns, and we know when we see these 3-point spreads, that's where there is a favorite, but Vegas is like, we don't know how this game is going to go. It might be either way. So Titans versus Browns. Browns at home. They have been looking a little shaky. I mean, they're getting wins, but they've been looking a little shaky now. Deshaun Watson looking a little shaky. Does the overall coaching presence of Mike Vrabel have the ability to go into the Brown Stadium and take this dub? I don't know. But they did get a win last week. I think though the Browns, I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna go home team. I'm gonna say Deshaun Watson. You studied a little bit more this week. You got to keep your hand away from other people's faces, bro. I don't know what you think you're doing.
Weird.
Yeah. 3 plays in a row, bro. You're gonna get yourself tossed out of the game with all these personal fouls, which is hilarious. I think you get your mind right. Play better, but if I see another down week, another week of this, I'm gonna be off the Deshaun Watson train, honestly, altogether, because you only have a few weeks to prove yourself. Last week was kind of like or last year, I should say, you only had like half the season, so it's kind of like a wash. But this is where you prove it to all of us. And what he's proving is that he's a dirty player, and maybe all of his allegations were true. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I mean, hey, allegations were true. I just want let's keep that real, right?
For real. Let's keep it 100 on that. But I'm gonna go Browns this week. Who you got? Browns versus Titans, homie.
Yeah, I mean, hey, this should be an ugly game, right? We saw how the Browns played against the Steelers. That was a division game, so that's supposed to be ugly against the Steelers and Browns. But, again, playtime's over. This is week 3. Playtime is over. Who are you really? Browns, Deshaun Watson, like you should have won that game Monday night. Like everyone saw you was a better quarterback. No matter what you say about Deshaun Watson, he's better than Kenny Pick 6.
Yes.
Right? We saw that.
Yes.
Right? So, but the Steelers defense, TJ Watt and them boys, crazy. They scored 2 touchdowns on defense, right?
I know.
Crazy. So you're not facing that type of defense this week, Deshaun. Get right. I'm going for the Browns at home, right? Let's win these home games.
Yes.
And you guys keep pacing that division because Lamar and the Ravens looking good. So they gotta get that win. Browns for the win.
Yeah, if you don't get the win, you're gonna start being some games back on those Ravens. Yeah. And next we had a couple of like division matchups the first 2 weeks. I think now we're getting on to the we're facing the other divisions. This is this week. I don't know if there is any divisions versus divisions. I think everyone's playing somebody else. Like this one, for instance, Falcons versus the Lions, NFC South versus NFC North. And I think they picked this right, Vegas, but basing it off of last week, the Falcons, they look great on offense. They don't have lemon pepper on the road. And the Lions, they lost at home. So I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to pick the Lions. I'm going to go with the home team again. I'm going to say Dan Campbell is able to out-coach Artie Smith, but I'll say the Falcons do look good this season, man. They do look good. So I'm not going to sleep on the Falcons at all. That running game, that's a pillar of your offense. That stuff travels. So you might say that right now. Who do you got? Atlanta on the road versus the Lions.
Well, hey, so this is, like you said, Vegas is calling it close for a good reason, right? The Falcons, just like last year, I'm going to give a rare shout out to the Falcons, their training staff and everyone, because they're the most healthy team every year. Like somehow the Falcons just stay healthy, right? And I know I'm a big fan of Bijan Robinson. They call him LT Jr., like, Tomlinson Jr., like he's out here freaking boys, right? Crossing them over, on the field. And the Falcons is known for a good coaching staff, good offensive line, good defensive line. They give your boy Brady a lot of trouble the last couple of years, and they run the ball. So Bijan Robinson, that's great, right? That's a new life, like the new hotness, right? We're good with Bijan Robinson. But the OG in the backfield, Cordell Patterson, is supposed to come back today as well for the Falcons. I'm feeling this running game. Now, Lions, great story, week 1. And we're a fan of Coach Campbell. I'm a fan of him.
We love him.
They're banged up on the left tackle. That's the blind side of Jared Goff. Not good.
Not good.
Got some secondary hurt. Got a guard that's hurt. That's going to kind of hurt the running game just a little bit, though. Jamar Gibbs may get loose. I'm going for the mini upset here. Atlanta Falcons. We will say running back. Their quarterback, Desmond Ridder. Very solid game manager. Run the ball for the Falcons for a mini upset today.
Mini upset. Hey, and when you don't have everybody there on defense, it makes a difference. Obviously, we saw that last week too. So we'll see how that game goes. I'm interested to see. We're kicking off right now, I bet. Saints versus Packers. This is another NFC South versus NFC North. This is going to be a good game. Obviously, you see Vegas doesn't know who's going to win. 1.5 spread. They're favoring the Packers. Obviously, Packers at home. But they did look a little shaky last week. Jordan Love kind of showing his rookie prowess. Could have went down the field and, scored the game-winning drive, but just, fell short. Didn't make the right decisions. Didn't make the right throws. Couldn't pull it off. If that's the case, Jordan Love versus Derek Carr, I'm going to be picking Derek Carr if that's the case. But I will say at home, it's a little different vibe. Saints, they got to travel up to the north. I think that the home field advantage in Lambeau, it's enough to get the Packers to win on the road. But I will say it's probably going to be a close game. Might come down to a Mason Crosby field goal at the end of the game. But who do you got? Saints traveling up to the Packers today.
Man, Saints, they're such a boring team, right? I hate watching the Saints on like live television. Like
right now, they are at least.
You get Derek Carr, he's like a total like dad type quarterback. Like he's very boring, right? But he's a game manager. Derek Carr does what he needs to do. He makes all the throws. Nope, can't front, right? You got with the Packers, they had a solid start for the year, but that was against my Bears. So everyone looks good against the Bears this year. So I can't really give you too many points for that, Packers. And then the running back, he's on my fantasy team. I forget the Packers running back because I don't really follow the Packers that well. But y'all know who's out there.
Jones?
Yeah. Aaron Jones is out for this game. Christian Watson is out. That's a starting receiver. He hasn't played yet. So starting running back, starting receiver, starting cornerback, J.R. Alexander is out for this game. That recipe does not look too good for Daddy Saints coming in with a great defensive line. I'm going for the Saints. And this is a virtual pick'em game. That's what Vegas is telling you right here. We're going for the Saints for veteran leadership, and they're more healthy. So,
Yeah. Hey, good pick on you. I'm just gonna go with the home team. Like luck. Hopefully we get some calls or something. But yeah, I mean, obviously that's a smart pick on you, being that the Packers are a little banged up right now this early in the season. Now we're going down south. Broncos have to travel all the way from Denver, Colorado down to sea level. No height advantage on this one. You got a 6.5 point spread. So Vegas is saying they're gonna win. It might be by a touchdown. It might not be by a touchdown. I think the Dolphins are actually probably gonna win this by more than a touchdown, probably by like 10 points, if not more than that. Because the Broncos, they do look better than last year. That's proven by this point, right? You can say that now. 2 games into the season, clearly, definitely look better than last year. However, you're not going to beat the Dolphins. I don't think.
0-2.
Yeah, 0-2 on the road too in Miami. It's hot. There's no way you're winning on the road. Dolphins get the win.
Go ahead. Real quick. You said Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
Dolphins just scored. To attack him alone to Tyreek Hill. So
it's 1 away.
that kind of makes the pick for me, but I was already going to say this. Now, Vegas, they're trying to be nice. If you're betting, if you betted on this game already, really hope you didn't bet on the Broncos to cover that spread because they're already losing that spread. Like at 1 minute into the game, the Broncos still have Russell Wilson starting as quarterback. As I said last week, I said Russell Wilson's going to lose, and there's going to be questions: should you bench him? Should you? And you hear those murmurs right now.
Yep.
But they pay him too much money to sit him, so that's called a conundrum, folks. Dolphins are a better team, though. Jalen Waddle is out. Doesn't really matter because that means more Tyreek Hill today. He already got a touchdown. Obviously, I'm picking the Dolphins.
So how much are they going to win by? That's the real question. Already up 7. That's hilarious. And the next game, it's close Vegas-wise, but I don't know if it's going to be that close game-wise. Chargers going to Minnesota to play the Vikings. Vegas is saying the Vikings have the home field advantage, 1.5. They're winning. Now, obviously, Austin Eckler's out for the Chargers. The Vikings, though, dude, they've been sputtering on offense. They've been kind of like, all right, who are we going to – I know they got Justin Jefferson, but that's your clear one. We need somebody to step up. No Adam Thielen's there. So we need somebody to step up for the Vikings. I will say at home, they got to get a win because they lost to the Buccaneers at home. And people might have been sleeping on the Buccaneers that way. I don't think the Chargers D is as stout as some of the people that the Vikings have faced. They faced the Buccaneers and the Eagles, 2 of the best defensive fronts in the league right now. Obviously, you got Joey Bosa on the Chargers defensive front. That's going to be giving Kirk Cousins fits. Maybe I'm going to pick the slight upset here. I'm going to go with Chargers on the road, get their first win of the season, and pick up the W at that nice, is it Lincoln Field, wherever that is in Minnesota? It's a great stadium in Minnesota. Who do you got, Chargers versus Vikings today out there in Minnesota?
Yeah, Chargers, I like the Chargers team. I mean, Justin Herbert is my fantasy quarterback, so I want points from him. And, Mike Williams is doing his thing. And the old veteran, I forgot his name all of a sudden for some reason, but receiver over there. But the problem, Keenan Allen. The problem with the Chargers, like their defense, though, you have Khalil Mack, who's like a beast from the Raiders and Bears, and now he's with the Chargers. Joey Bosa, he's been a star every time since he came into the league. so he's already a little nicked up every week. But
Yeah.
it's something not clicking with the Chargers defense, man. It's something not clicking, and with the Vikings, Captain Kirk Cousins may have his career year. I know they're losing games, but I'm actually liking how Kirk Cousins is looking. Y'all already know how I feel about Justin Jefferson. I think the Vikings are going to put up some crazy points this game and win a shootout. I'm going for the Vikings at home. The Chargers may fire their coach right after this game. That's the rumor out there. They say if the Chargers coach loses this game, he may not be allowed to get on the team plane after this game. That's just a rumor. Just throwing it out there. I'm going for the Vikings. I want chaos. Let's get the Vikings win.
Oh man, this is my picks. I'm gonna have an awful day today with my picks, bro. It's hilarious. Yo, hey, that's a good pick on you. It's a good pick on you. I'm trying to pick the sleepers and maybe the upsets, but yeah, hey, I didn't know that piece of information. Still is obviously a little more tuned in than I am right now, so that's how that goes. Now, this next game, they're playing in MetLife, so that might give you a little bit of advantage. But I will say MetLife, the home teams haven't been winning. So what are you gonna do? We'll see how the Patriots walk down, probably just ride a bus from Massachusetts to MetLife. They don't even need to take a plane, and they have the 2.5 favorite on the spread. Obviously, Vegas is saying, well, Patriots, we're favoring them, but they haven't looked great, so we're not going to give them that much of an advantage. I don't think people are giving the Patriots defense as much credit as they deserve. I mean, they were able to come back in the game versus the Eagles. And I think that's the best, one of the best teams in the league. The Jets offense, who are you with Zach Wilson? Breece Hall, what are you doing? Obviously, Dalvin Cook not looking great. So I think Patriots, it's Bill Belichick. He's going against a rookie quarterback. I think he's got Zach Wilson's number. He's got the Jets number already.
A rookie quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, still basically, come on, bro. Bill Belichick for the win on the road. Who do you got? Patriots versus Jets, man.
Hey, man, it's like you never can sleep on the Patriots defense, right? I mean,
yeah.
Their defense is there. And I'm going to give some love to Mac Jones a little bit. Like, he showed a lot in that Eagles. He tried to come back against that Eagles game. And who did the Patriots play last week?
I forget now.
Off the top of my head, I forgot. But he showed a lot of moxie even in just these games where Mac Jones was outmatched both games, but he still, held in there for the team, right? So I'm going to give us Dolphins. The Patriots played against the Dolphins. Yep. There was no way he was going to win that game, but Mac Jones made it a game, right? Now, you go into the Jets. I mean, we all know what's going on with the Jets. First off, Vegas is telling you they're not favored at home because they don't believe in Zach Wilson, right? And so if Vegas don't believe in Zach Wilson, I don't believe in Zach Wilson. At home, yeah, Belichick owns Zach Wilson's soul. Jets fans, I'm sorry, y'all. The Patriots going to get that W. Jets, man, just start worrying about next year, Jets. It's over.
It's over unless Rodgers comes back, bro. I mean, that's what I said when it happened. That we talked about it in length. I said the Jets. Now it's up to the Jets to make sure that they're a playoff team, and I don't think they're going to be.
Yeah, 8 more games. Where it's where do you see them winning these games? I mean, right now, like I said, Vegas is saying you're not going to win this one. So yeah, no. I'm a. They're a long year.
They're in too good of a division to just pick up just garbage games. They don't have a division where they can just take a week off. Right now they're down 3-0. So yeah, I think we got a good pick there going with Patriots. Now the next game, I don't think the spread should be this big, bro. But I haven't been watching the Commanders that much, but I've been watching the Bills. I don't think they're this great. Obviously, they looked great against the Raiders last week. I think that in part is to do against the fact that the Bills, as an organization, they've seen Josh McDaniels multiple times. They know his offense, and I think that's part of the reason why they had his number last week. It's just they knew what to do against Josh McDaniels. The Bills, they're favored 6.5 points versus Commanders at the Commanders, dude. This is the Commanders who won convincingly at home week 1. I don't think it should be that big of a spread, but obviously I would still pick the Bills to win this with going against a rookie team. But they could. We've seen it, dude. The Bills know how to lose games, so that could easily happen today. I'm gonna pick the Bills just off the fact that they're projected to win by almost a touchdown. but also they got a veteran quarterback, veteran defense. You would think that that's how this game should go, but I won't be surprised if the Commanders have this being a game, a competitive game. And if they pull the upset, I will not be surprised, dude, just because of how Josh Allen has been looking kind of flaky this first couple of weeks. Who do you have, Bills versus Commanders in Washington today?
Well, the Bills, I mean, it's all about, is Josh Allen, is he going to throw away the ball or not? And
Right.
Josh Allen beats himself. And when he plays against a good defense, he gets shaky, right? Hey, the Commanders has a good defense. I mean, we talk about the D line. They got like 4 Chase Youngs. Like they have 4
Right.
like beasts up there, right? They go crazy up there. And so I know a lot of people are like, oh, really sold on the Commanders and their quarterback Sam Howell. And hey, they're at home. The offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy, he was a QB whisperer for Mahomes for a couple years there. I'm just saying their offense has something. We already know their defense is there. This may be this is going to be a big upset according to Vegas. I'm going for the Commanders to win at home, and this is a good bet. Just a little betting tip for people. When you got plus 6.5, you're saying the Commanders, they may keep it close but lose less than a touchdown, right? Which that may be a good bet today.
Right.
But I'm actually going to pick them to actually win the game personally myself. Hey, Josh Allen, he's not that dude to me. He showed me that week 1.
Yep.
You're too old in this league, bro. I don't care how, I know it's like you got to grow up fast in the NFL, but he's not like an old dude. But like he's too old in this league to lose games like he did against the Jets week 1. I do not trust him against a good defensive front. And the Commanders have a definition of a good defensive front and a competent quarterback and offense. Commanders at home for the win.
Hey, man, good pick. Fuck, man, we're just picking opposites right now, and I'm like, man. Can I go back? No.
It's all for fun, man. It's all fun.
Necron thinks that the Bills bounce back today. We'll see, man. We'll see. And we got a couple more games to finish out the 1 p.m. slate. Texans versus Jaguars. 7.5-point favorites at home. I think this is easy. Obviously, Texans not looking terrible this year, but just not scoring enough points with that rookie quarterback. Don't have enough time behind center, not enough experience going against a high-powered offense of the Jaguars. Pretty good defense, too. They're going to use this game, I feel like, to get into stride and kind of like, all right, this is where we need to be. I think Jaguars convincing win at home versus the Texans. Who do you got down in Duval, bro? Texans versus Jags.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get a little to C.J. Stroud a little bit, right? The rookie quarterback for the Texans. He has a defensive head coach, which that's not a good mix, right? But it's the Texans, right? And then Jaguars at home. Vegas is already telling you right now, Jags should win this by over a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, he laid a dud against the Chiefs. People are sleeping on the Chiefs' defense. They're actually They're worried about the offense so much.
Yep.
You don't realize the Chiefs have really good defense this year. I don't know where it came from, but that kind of held down the Jags last week. It's week 3. Get right. Jags for the win. Trevor Lawrence going to have a big game.
Yeah, I believe so too. In the last game, man, you're home away from home, man. I thought they were gonna be looking a lot better, but Anthony Richardson a little banged up, and you don't have. I'm hoping Zadarius Moss has a great game for them today, but Vegas has the Ravens convincing win today, 8.5-point spread, the biggest on the board today. Actually, no, it's not the biggest.
So
I take that. It's the biggest so far. Biggest of the 1 p.m. games, I'll say. And obviously, I'm going to go with Vegas here. Ravens are looking great. You don't have Odell Beckham, though, so they're going to be looking at their other receivers. They're going to be looking at Andrews a little bit in the tight end position. But you got Lamar Jackson versus a young Colts team. I will say Colts defense is still great. So the Ravens going to have a little bit of a fit there, I think, on offense. I don't think the spread is doing the Colts enough justice. I don't think that the Ravens cover the spread today, but I do think they get the win at home. Who do you have Colts going to their former home in Baltimore to play today?
Yeah, interesting note there. Yeah, Indianapolis Colts. They didn't start at Indianapolis. They was in Baltimore Colts. They took took a bus ride overnight. That's the legend. They say they moved the team overnight.
The
without telling
Mayflower.
the city. Yeah. And all of a sudden it was in Indianapolis. The bus was like, "Where's that team at, bro?
What
All
happened?
my stuff is in Indianapolis." Let's go. That's the story of the Colts, right? But the Colts, like you said, I mean, home away from home. Always love the Colts. I'm gonna be there in December for a Colts game. Just any game, I'm gonna be there to check them out. I try to go there once a year, but they got a stout defense. They showed a lot of moxie so far. I mean, people didn't expect them to win a game yet.
Right.
And Anthony Richardson, rookie quarterback, he's like a young Cam Newton. Just stop taking them hits.
Yeah, dude.
Stop, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you're going to play 10 years, not 2 years, right? Where you're playing, bro. So he's out for the concussion today, right? Gardner Minshew is starting the best backup in the league, though. Necron would say Cooper Rush, but it's like, why are you fighting that? Right? But the Colts, they're going to be a competent team, solid defense, not score a lot of points, right? You're going to the Ravens now. I will say this in Baltimore, it is like a weird rivalry here. Like Colts and Ravens, for some reason, they play close every time. Because
that's why, dude. We talked about it. The Colts break up.
Ravens, they always have injuries, right? Dobbins, the starting running back, was out week 1. He's out for the season, right? ACL in the knee. This week, Odell Beckham, your star receiver, he's out, ankle. Your backup running back, he's out. Your starting cornerback and safety is out. Your center and tackle is out. You got a linebacker out. So Ravens like, Now I say all that, but Lamar Jackson already scored a touchdown. So we're going to go for the Ravens at home. So it'll be close. Like you said, Vegas, I wouldn't take this bet because I think the Colts going to keep this close, like probably like by a field goal or 4 points.
Yeah.
But Ravens for the win.
Yeah, I don't think Ravens are covering this spread at all. But yeah, damn, I didn't know that before I picked them. But still, Lamar Jackson, still it's Lamar Jackson. Yeah,
he ran one in. Yeah.
He'll put the whole team on his back, bro. He'll do what he's got to do. That is the slate for the 1 p.m. games, and we do have the Sunday 4 p.m. game, Sunday night, Monday night, real quick now. Again, these are all just like random matchups. There's no division matchups. Panthers versus Seahawks. Like, what is that game going to be? Obviously, more of a veteran team, Seahawks. They've been playing together, veteran coach. So I think them at home in the afternoon today, we're all going to be taking a nap on this game. The next 2 games, we're going to be, you know what I'm saying? Seahawks, I think, they're going to get the win at home, but I think the Panthers, don't sleep on the Panthers, man. They got the rookie quarterback. They did have a blowout last week. Adam Thielen is on that team. I think they're going to try and start taking a stride. They don't want to be the worst team in the league, and they want to be competitive. So I think today they're going to keep it close, but I still think that Seattle gets the win at home. Who do you got over yonder up there to the Northwest, Panthers versus Seattle?
Yeah, shout out to the Mikey versus country, right? Seattle,
yes,
right?
Sir.
Now you got the Panthers. I mean, now real quick note on that: Bryce Young is hurt for this game. He's a scratch for this game. Andy Dalton is starting. So whatever that means for the offense, it kind of doesn't matter. Seattle should win this game at home. I mean, the 12's out there in Seattle. I think it should be a handle it win. Like Seattle needs to, kind of step on the gas here. I mean, you got the 49ers, you got the Rams playing good. Seahawks better get this win. I think they're gonna take care of business. I believe in Geno and that new contract he got. So yeah.
Hey,
Seahawks gonna win.
Play for it, Geno. Yeah. And we got your baby Bears going against the Chiefs today. Yikes. It's a big yikes. This is gonna be this is gonna be a big time layover game. You see what I mean by the layover games, chat? Look at these spreads right now. 12.5 points spread. Bears versus Chiefs. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time. I'm picking Chiefs. Let me hear what you gotta say about this game, bro. What do you have to say?
Baby Bears, right? We've been through this for a couple seasons now, right? Like we still have not grown up. Now, I will say with the Bears, now everybody saw the tape on Justin Fields. He's not seeing the field. He's not seeing the field properly. His name is Fields. I don't know how is this possible? He refuses to run. That's your best weapon. Just run the ball, bro. Like, just don't even, if you're scared to throw, just run, bro. What are you doing out here, right? all of a sudden their defensive coordinator was the FBI was trying to look for the defense. Like, we had the worst week possible in Bears history. Like, we already lost to the Packers already, and they didn't have Aaron Rodgers. Like, that was embarrassing. And then we just didn't show up against Baker Mayfield, which everyone thought was a winnable game. So we just saw embarrassed. And then, like, again, the FBI is kicking in the door to our defensive coordinator. He, like, gracefully bows out. We have no defensive coordinator at all. Like, what's going on with the Bears, right? And we're going against Patrick Mahomes, the greatest quarterback of the generation after Tom Brady retired. What is going on? Now, I will say this is a recipe for actually something special. Actually, I actually think this is a recipe.
No way.
When it's all chaos, like, sometimes that means something may happen. Now, not as far as you may think it is. I'm saying they may cover the spread. I'm just all saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying
Pump the brakes.
Now, I will say with the Chiefs, their offense has not been even with Kelsey last week. Though it was his first game back. They didn't look that sharp against the Jaguars, but the Chiefs defense is for real, which I'm really surprised that Patrick Mahomes can kind of game manage until they figure out who's his best targets outside of Kelsey, right? So they're just playing with house money right now. That's what the Chiefs are doing. But I will say this game will be closer than people think, and Justin Fields is going to run more this week. He's going to get touched up probably a little bit too, but I think they're going to keep it closer than 12 points. But Chiefs for the win, but it's not going to be as ugly as y'all think it is, and like Vegas thinks it is. Though I'm a Bears fan, I'm a realist as well.
Okay. We're all like, no, Syl, don't do it. 12 and a half points, bro. You're going to pick this up.
That's a good bet to take, though. If you're a betting person out there, take the spread, because the Bears, they may lose less than 10 points.
Yeah.
And you'll get a win off of that if they do that. So but yeah, Chiefs for the win outright.
Oh man, what an amazing.
He mad because I picked against the Lions. That's like Money James is mad. That lemon pepper travels, bro. We take wings on the road.
And the Lions are banged up, bro. Lions are banged up. Hey, that's a good pick by you, though. I think you're right. I think the spread. I don't think the Chiefs cover that spread.
This is a good bet. That and that Commanders bet, and what's the other one we said? I think those are two.
The Colts. Colts. Yeah.
I think they're gonna play it closer than what Vegas is saying, and you may get a little money from that if you do those bets.
Not a bad pick there. And the other game that we're firmly gonna be asleep for is Cowboys versus Cardinals. Cowboys are favored by 12.5 points too, even at Arizona. That's how bad Arizona is right now and how good the Cowboys are. We don't gotta spend a lot of time. I think Cowboys are gonna take a convincing win. But I will say Cardinals starting to look better, but I don't think you're gonna there's no way to get back on the right foot against the Dallas Cowboys right now. They're just murking teams. So who do you got in Arizona? Cowboys versus Cardinals.
Hey, when I talk about defenses are for real, like, again, a sleeper Chiefs has a really good defense. We talked about the Commanders earlier. Cowboys has a top 3 defense. I mean, the numbers don't lie with that. I don't care who they're playing. You got to go out there and do their thing. Now, tough loss with Trayvon Diggs, their top cornerback. That's a very tough loss because he breaks on all these balls and, like, he's, like a real ball hawk out there.
Yep.
You're going to miss that. But it's good they signed the other guy, the veteran cornerback they got. I think Necron probably know his name.
Stephon Gilmore?
Gilmore. Great pickup with Gilmore because you still could put him on the number 1 receivers. Like, he's that good and veteran. He was he defensive player of the year? Like, not so long ago? Like, dude,
a couple years ago.
The Patriots, right?
Yeah.
He's that good, right? And I think, did he get a Super Bowl MVP as well?
No, not Super Bowl MVP. He was
he
close.
Like,
it was between him and Edelman, I believe. That was
he made a big play, and so it's like he's that good. I know he's a little older, but so without Trayvon, the point I'm making is that without Trayvon Diggs, that's a blow, yes, because you're going to have less turnovers because he just goes for the ball all the time because of that pass rush. So you're not going to get that many, but you still got Gilmore. You're still going to lock down their receivers, I feel. And then the rush is going to get there. I mean, 11 from heaven, right, Necron? Michael Parsons is going to do his thing. This should be an ugly game, right? the Cowboys should really slaughter the Cardinals and go for the win. Hey, Cowboys, I can't wait till they play the 49ers. That's what I'm looking for.
That's going to be a good game, yeah.
This year. So, Cowboys for the win. Take care of business. No playing around week 3.
Yeah, and I think they cover this. I think they cover this too. I think they cover that spread, 12 and a half points. Now, on to the Monday and Sunday game. Sunday night tonight, Steelers are in prime time again. Steelers versus the Raiders. Two teams kind of sputtering, kind of don't know who they are this so far in the season. Kind of got a little bit of an injury bug, but the defenses might be the reason why this spread's so close. And I think the reason why the Steelers get the win on the road on Sunday night. I will say, however, I don't think Josh McDaniels has 2 weeks of poor offensive outings. I think they'll be scoring some points. So in order for the Steelers to win this game, their offense has to get back on track. They got to do something. This is the best opportunity for you to do that is against this team today. So go ahead, have yourself a day. Kenny, pick 6. No pick 6 tonight. I know pick 6 is tonight. I think Steelers probably win this by a field goal on Sunday night in Las Vegas in that sweet stadium. It's going to be rocking, though. I will say that. They'll have it rocking. I think it'll be a good atmosphere. I just hope it's a close game because I want to see a good Sunday night football game. I'm sick of seeing these blowouts and seeing these games that aren't close. And, I hate seeing that when it's just one game on. So who do you have tonight in Las Vegas? Steelers on the road versus the Raiders.
Hey, when we talk about, again, great defense, I'm a big fan of good defenses, right? We shouted out a few Cowboys and Chiefs and everyone and Commanders. Steelers, I put them up there at that top 5. TJ Watt is that beast. He's him, as the kids say. You know what I'm saying? He's my defensive player of the year. I know Cowboy fans say, no, what about Micah? I'm just saying, TJ Watt, I think has more sacks right now and more forced turnovers. So I'm just going by the numbers, okay, Cowboys fans. But I love the Steelers defense, right? I love their defense. Kenny Pickett just, I gotta trust the coach. I think Mike Tomlin's gonna rein him in, like, bro, like just keep it simple, like don't go crazy. A sneaky pick. I forget the name of the backup running back for the Steelers. They may use him more than Najee Harris because that backup is more shifty. Than Najee, so they may get him more in the passing game. So just Steelers fans, I'm seeing what y'all doing out there. They're still cooking up something, and their receiver Pickens, Pickett to Pickens, has a good connection, and he's a speedy dude as well. Pickens is really good out there, so I think they're going to spray the ball around a little bit. Raiders. This is what I'm gonna say. I said this week 1. I was surprised they won that game, but I was like, some little malcontent in there. Like Chandler Jones is like making some crazy accusations against the Raiders. Like they tried to it's some weird stuff. I ain't want to talk about it right now. I ain't want to talk about it. But he's been out for personal reasons, and that's their best pass rusher. I'm surprised Vegas is. This should have been like a 1-point pick'em type game. Yeah. Because I think the Steelers and Mike Tomlin, I'm going to go with that coaching and defense traveling to Las Vegas. And I don't believe in the Raiders, man. I don't believe in what they're really doing. Like, not yet. Yeah. I don't know what's their identity. I think they had that receiver. Shoot, I forget his name that quick as well. The Raiders had a receiver that had a great first week and got concussed. I think he's still out. But the whole point, I'm going for Steelers on the road. Mike Tomlin. He's always going to win every other game. That's what he does. Like he loses a game, wins a game, and he may win a couple in a row, then lose one. Mike Tomlin's due for another win after that great win this past Monday. Short week. Defense travels. Steelers for the win.
It's the Jacoby Myers is who you're thinking about, the wide receiver who had a great game and then ended up being concussed. Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers had a great first week, and hopefully he's back out there in full strength, but it's just something's off with that Raiders team. Something feels off.
It's I might be coaching, but who knows? It's Las Vegas, man. It's the Sin City. So we'll see how it plays out. I think Mike Tomlin is the better coach than Josh McDaniels, in my opinion. That's why, like you said, they get the win on the road. Now Monday night. We love doubleheaders on Monday night, bro.
2 Monday night games, bro.
We love it. Crazy. We love it, bro. We love it. And the first game, I'm going to be watching this game. Obviously, I might do a watch along. We'll see how tomorrow plays out. I see how busy I am. But I think the good hour might have to make a comeback. The Buccaneers, they only play Monday night once a year, so I might as well do. And last Monday night game, it was we had Brady made a comeback versus Saints. So we'll see. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see how this goes this Monday night. Obviously, if you're looking at this game before the season starts, you'd say, all right, Eagles take a commanding win. But that's if you weren't paying attention to the Buccaneers. I have been tuned in. I've been plugged in. I've been here. I've been going to the games. I've been a part of the culture. And the whole time, everybody in Tampa Bay was saying, all right, cool. Sleep on us. Sleep on us. Cool. All right, let us sleep on us. Go ahead. Go ahead. Forget the fact that we're returning the majority of our defense. Forget the fact that we drafted 2 cornerbacks within the first 2 rounds. Forget about all that. Forget about all the work that we did signing free agents and all that, and the work that they've done in the past years bringing these defensive backs up behind great defensive backs. And they've come out and they've shown it. Guess what? First week on the road, upset victory against the Vikings. Second week at home, commanding win against the Bears. And the defense gets 2 takeaways against Justin Fields. I mean, you take them when you can get them. And not to the pick 6 versus Shaquille Barrett picking it off at the 2-yard line and getting pushed into the goal line. The Buccaneers, they have that team, the chip on the shoulder. I think they're a perfect fit for Baker Mayfield right now because everyone counted him out. Everyone didn't. We're not going to be a great team just because Tom Brady's gone. What do you think we are? And I think this is going to be a real test. It sucks that it has to happen week 3, but hey, rip the Band-Aid off. Let's see what we are. Let's see what we are. The one advantage that they're not being given right now, I think the spread is too much, 4.5 points. I think it should be more like 3. Obviously, Eagles are a great team. And they've shown that, but they got shut down pass-wise last week, and they all had to run the ball. They did a great job of running the ball, but again, I said it earlier, I don't think you're going to be able to run the ball that effectively against the Buccaneers. Not with Vita Vea in there, not with our defensive linemen in there and all of our linebackers. I don't think you're able to run the ball. I saw it last week in person that the Bears weren't able to run that great against the Buccaneers. Now, they're at home. That's the main advantage you have here. The heat in Tampa is crazy. Now it's a night game. It's going to be, not as hot, but still, it's still going to the humidity the Eagles aren't used to. Obviously, this is my team. I'm picking the Bucs with the upset. I really think they have the ability to do this. A lot of things got to go right, and they just got to keep playing the way that they've been playing. Don't switch anything up. Keep playing your game. And we'll see how the Eagles can stack up against them. It's just going to be a matter of how does our offense play against your defense, and how does our defense stop your offense. I think it's going to be a great game. The next game is going to be great too. 2 great games from Monday Night Football. Who do you got? Eagles versus the Buccaneers in Tampa tomorrow night.
Yeah, so the Eagles, there's a real thing I feel is the Super Bowl curse. As people say, when you lose the Super Bowl, you may not have the best season after that. I mean, at times that could happen. I thought the Bengals kind of went against that last year. They made it to the AFC Championship after losing the Super Bowl, right? So maybe it means nothing, right? But it's just like a Madden curse, right? But the Eagles, something's not totally right with the Eagles, right? I feel it. You see it. You do the eye test. I think the book is out on Jalen Hurts. I think teams are figuring out how to defend Jalen Hurts, right? And I think that the Patriots did a great job against the Eagles, though they lost. But the Vikings did a good job defensively versus the Eagles. But that running game is a big thing. But like you said, the strength of the Buccaneers is that middle. Now, Vita Vea he's a little banged up. I don't think he fully practiced this week.
He didn't.
So that's something to kind of keep in mind, because that running game is probably the main thing the Eagles need to once they figure out who they're going to be this year. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Now with the Buccaneers, Baker, he's back in his Cleveland bag. He's like, okay, all I got to do is make smart, throws. I got a great defense. Offensive line is okay. Not the best running game, but hey, Baker is giving the ball to the skilled people. throwing up to Mike Evans. Like, I mean, he's in heaven right now. That's what he's
Yeah.
doing with the Buccaneers. I'm sort of leaning only because I know Vita Vea likely will play, and then the other DT is supposedly questionable or out as well for the Buccaneers. I'm going to say the Eagles is going to gut this one out on the road Monday night, but it's going to be a lot closer. I mean, I know it's saying 4 points. I mean, it may take like a game-winning score at the end for the Eagles to win this.
Yep.
And I just think Jalen Hurts, he got the bag. He's figuring out what he's doing. I think they're going to have just enough, but do not disrespect the Bucs. I'm actually liking what the Buccaneers are doing. And probably my favorite division so far this year, the NFC South. I'm like, I'm like what the Saints are doing, and like the Buccaneers, they got a whole serve. But it's an early test. I think the Eagles will have just enough to get past them. That may shock some people that it may be a harder game than what they think. And I'm looking forward to a good game Monday night. But I'm gonna go with the Eagles though with that.
Yeah, for the people who haven't been paying attention to the Buccaneers, I'd be like, "Whoa, this Buccaneers team!"
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And to your credit, the NFC South, they do have 3 2-0 teams right now.
Crazy.
So 3 undefeated teams. Obviously, that's subject to change with these games that we have today. But there's a chance that there's 3 3-0 teams after this week from the NFC South. So yeah, I think that's going to be a great game. I can't wait. That's why I said like today is like I just can't wait till tomorrow to watch that game. It's going to be great. I just hope it's a good game. And then the next game, you would have thought, again, another one, if you're looking at this game before the season starts, you're going to be like, okay, well, Bengals are probably convincingly going to take this game. I think this spread should be what the Eagles versus Bucs spread should have been. Yet the Rams going into Cincinnati and the Cincinnati Bengals are 2.5-point favorites. Joe Burrow's hurt. They haven't been looking good. Probably should have sat Joe Burrow for the first couple of weeks of the season. And that's just we want to give the Cincinnati Bengals as much credit as we can give them for making all the improvements to their franchise and their organization and their facilities this past couple of years. However, the Bengals still going to make Bengals type decisions where you play your starting quarterback and get him hurt in the first couple of weeks. I mean, it's just not smart sound decisions. And the Rams, they're healthy. They're looking good. They're sleeping, being slept on, I should say. They have a team. Matt Stafford has been the guy to put me in the hole. That's where I work the best out of. He's from the Detroit days. He is the upset king, bro. He is the Steeler king. He likes to steal games. I think the Bengals, they fall again, and I think they lose this one at home to the Rams. I think Sean McVay's got them dialed up. I think Aaron Donald's going to be all over the field. And I think the Rams, they pull the upset on the road. Who do you got? LA versus Cincinnati tomorrow night.
I have a Super Bowl rematch, right? That's what that was a couple years ago. And hey, Sean McVay, I mean, you got to give him some love, man. He created a culture with the Rams. I know they had a terrible injured year, the year after the Super Bowl, and people forgot. They forgot about Dre and the Rams, right, in L.A. But I think with the Rams, you got Matt Stafford. He's still that consummate, professional veteran. He's the daddy to these receivers, right? And so, Kyron Williams, a surprise running back they got. He gets loose. He's a real shifty guy. They traded away Cam Akers because Sean McVay hates him, so he just traded him away. And Kyron Williams, I guess, is a solid running back, right? They use him in the passing game. Puka Nacua, my favorite name in the NFL right now, it broke the rookie record last week. Right. Everyone's watching this guy right now, but the other side you got Tutu Atwell who's getting loose as well. They got a good passing attack. Cooper Kupp's out for a couple more games, but Matt Stafford is connecting with these young guys. Over the offseason, Matt Stafford's wife said, Stafford hates young receivers. Like, all of a sudden, that was a bonding session for them. You still got Tyler Higbee, reliable tight end as well. You still got Aaron Donald on defense.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Hey, the Rams, man, they still got that formula, man, and they got offense. The Bengals, I mean, Burrow, will he play? Should he play? He shouldn't have played the first 2 weeks. They literally should have sat him. Joe Burrow for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. This should have been his first game back healthy. He's not healthy. he kind of tweaked his calf again against the Ravens, in the fourth quarter. So it's like, bro, like the Bengals, this is a lost season to me. Now, not saying they won't put up numbers. I still think they got the receivers, they got the offense to put up numbers. But hey, man, I mean, you got the heart of a champion. The Rams Monday night. I think the Rams going to take care of business, and I'm going for the Rams for the win. The Bengals. I'm thinking Burrow will play. He's going to try his best. It's just not going to be enough, man.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying too. I think they get the edge on the road today. And I've seen the Rams play spoiler. I mean, they almost came into Tampa Bay last year and won on the road. It took some Tom Brady magic with 48 seconds left in order to pull off that win. So I don't think Joe Burrow has that in him, especially being hurt and being nicked up. So that is the final picks. I do want to get into your quick the best bet we have of the day. We lost it. I don't think you can still get it, but the over-under on the yards, Joe Mixon and Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams is at the backup for the Rams as running.
He's a starting running back now.
Now he's a starting running back, right?
He's getting shifty out there, and Joe Mixon for the Bengals. I'm actually going under for both. I think the defensive line's going to be stout on both ends. I think it could potentially be an ugly game, but Stafford may kind of get loose. But I keyed on a running game because I'm like, well, if it's going to be like a kind of like a passing attack, it's going to be less running. So just a little betting tip for those that are doing over and unders out there. Go under for the running backs, I think, for this Monday night game. And, you may make a good parlay out of that Monday night.
Yeah, especially, Joe. And I forget that I said you couldn't make this pick. Yeah, you can because it's Monday night's picks. And I think that's under, though, for Joe Mixon being 58.5. Yeah, that's why they put it at there because it's like so enticing. You're like, okay, well, let me go the over. But, hey, maybe you probably should have went the under because, like you said, Aaron Donald, you got that stout defensive line for the Rams there. So, yeah, nothing to sleep on. I think we couldn't have got better Monday night games, in my opinion. I don't think we could have got better. Now we're gonna do a follow up on this too to see. I'm gonna be like, all right, Kyren Williams, all right, Joe Mixon, you better not have any big long runs because you're gonna screw up this under for us. Right. You better not have none of those. You better chill on that. But yeah, I'm so glad that we started getting into this too because I'm paying more attention to this betting stuff and it helps you when you go to the picks. You're like, okay, well, what does Vegas think that this is going to happen today? Like, what do they think is going to happen? And you can kind of gauge off of what you think yourself is going to happen. Man, I would probably bet the over on Joe Mixon, but Cincinnati hasn't been looking great, so I would probably lose my money on that. Monday night is going to be lit. And yeah, I'll say this now. We're probably going to have like a watch along or something, at least like a pregame for the Monday night games because that's just too sick. Two sick Monday night doubleheaders, and it's Buccaneers are playing. Man, I gotta be watching that with the people. So we are well underway. I'm looking at the fantasy right now. I've taken a lead on Money Train Wayne. I'm gonna take that for solace right now. And me and Syl are gonna go watch the games and enjoy ourselves for the rest of the day. I hope everybody had a great time with the picks. We went through the fantasy. That's our main marquee is that fantasy. And we also, though, we're never not going to pick our games. That's where the good countdown started, and that's where we're going to live, bro. We have to do our picks every week. And I know right now Syl is probably already 2-0. I didn't even look at the records, but been a little busy. I'm going to go back through. He's probably 2-0 already. Probably 2-0 already. But, yo, you got anything to say? Quick promos for anything coming up?
So I mean, definitely great stuff with doing this season 2 of the countdown on the Good Austin's channel. We are cross streaming this on the Twitter account for SylNation Sports Network. We're gonna get some Twitter views over there, so support that over there on Twitter as well. Make sure y'all keep coming back to YouTube for Sundays as well too on the Good Austin channel.
Yeah. We have the YouTube for SylNation Sports Network is also going to be popping up too. I got to get back into that. I'm sorry that I've been so busy and had so many things go on personally in my life that I haven't had time, but we are going to get the picks up. We're going to get all of our recaps up too, and then we're going to get that Thursday night countdown kind of going and popped up on SylNation Sports Network too. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. I wish I had that drop from Zack Snyder on this side. Stay tuned. Everybody in the chat who's here, thank you for being here. Make sure you're checking your fantasy lineups and make sure you're talking shit in the fantasy chat. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Until next time, be easy. And I hope, as Israel said, I hope your team wins. And if not, just take the L. All right, peace. In 2005, during a 60 Minutes interview, Steve Croft asked Tom Brady, "Which Super Bowl championship ring is your favorite?" He replied simply,
I said always the next one. The next one's the best.
"If you were to ask me which one of our countdowns was my favorite, I'd say the exact same thing. The next one. Season 1 of the Good Countdown was amazing. The community was phenomenal. And guess what? We're back, baby. We're back. So check your notifications. The Good Countdown is about to go live. We've been putting in work all off season long, doing more than what cameras will ever see. But hey, while they're on, let's put on a show. After all, this is a kid's game that we play for a king's ransom. And kings need warriors, and the warriors need each other. And in football,
5 seconds now.
no one man is greater than the other. For it's together that we accomplish wonders. And if you're lucky, it all leads to one moment where the opportunity is put in your hands to overcome adversity. You'll have the chance to show the world. In that moment, this is your lead.
Kirk Cousins back to throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson pulled it in. The catch of his life.
This